Good morning, Year 2, and welcome to your next maths session. Okay, I had two friends here on the screen, Charles and Ruby, and they've been out eating pizza. Now, they ordered pizzas that were the same size. So you can see on the table in front of them, Charles's pizza is the same size as Ruby's pizza. Ruby eats 3 equal pieces of her pizza. Charles eats 4 equal pieces of his pizza. They eat the same amount of pizza. Is this possible? So, maybe to help you with your in-focus exploring, you might like to draw 2 circles, 2 pizzas, the same size, and then see if you can work out the problem. Once you're ready to, you can press play and we'll move on with our learning. Okay, so let's have a little look here. Here is Ruby's pizza. She said she ate 3 equal pieces. And down at the bottom here is Charles's pizza. He said he ate 4 equal slices. And they did say they ate the same amount. So if Ruby ate 3 parts out of 3 equal parts, she ate 3/3. 3/3. This pizza is divided into 3 equal parts. Each part is 1/3. 3/3 make 1 whole. There we go. Now Charles down here ate 4 slices out of 4 equal slices. So he ate 4 quarters or 4/4. Each part is 1/4 or 1/4. There's 1 part, 1/4. But he ate all 4 parts, 4 quarters. The pizza is divided into 4 equal parts. 4 quarters or 4/4 make 1 whole. So they both ate 1 whole pizza. It's just that they divided them up into different fractions. Now, on this page, we have some circles here to start off with. There is one circle, one whole circle here. And there are 2 halves, 1 out of 2 and 1 out of 2. Each part is 1/2. And we can see our sentence, 2 halves make 1 whole. They are the same. Just we've split this one up into 2 halves, and that is the same. This one is not split up, it's 1 whole. Down with our rectangle here, we have 1 whole rectangle split up into 1, 2, 3 equal parts. Now, if it's in 3 equal parts, we know, look, our denominator, it is in thirds. But we're going to split this one up this way. Over here we have 1/3, and under this bracket we have 2/3. So now I can say this sentence, 1/3 and 2/3 make 1 whole. Okay, let's move on. Now, today for your journaling exercise, I'd like you to take your pizzas, and I have given you a piece that looks just like this to use for your journaling, and I would like you to stick them down, cut them out, stick them down, and tell us about the parts they have eaten. So you need to tell us that Ruby has eaten 3 equal parts, and 3/3 are equal to 1 whole. And you need to tell us about what Charles has eaten. Remember, he's eaten 4 slices, 4 equal pieces of pizza, and he's eaten 4 quarters. That is also equal to 1 whole. So today you are learning to be able to recognize equivalent fractions. This word equivalent has another word hidden inside it. And that other word is equal. Look at that. A word hidden inside a word. So fractions which are equivalent just means they are the same size. Equivalent. Just like in our in focus task, Charles's 4 quarters were equivalent to Ruby's 3/3. Okay. Now I've got 2 other children here, and they have had a cake the same size. This young lady says, I have eaten 1 slice of cake, and the other lady says, I have eaten 2 slices, but they have both eaten exactly the same amount of cake. So how is that possible? I'd like you to draw yourself 2 circles again to be the cakes. They should be the same size. And then I'd like you to try and draw or divide them up as fractions so that this girl's 1 slice is the same size as this girl's 2 slices. Press play when you're ready. So hopefully your circles looked a bit like this. This circle on the left has 2 slices only, so we can say that this is 1/2. And now over on this side, this one was cut up into quarters. So I can say that 1/4 and 1/4, that makes 2 quarters, is the same as 1/2. Okay, let's have a look a bit further down too. So in this picture here, we can see that we have the rectangles. This rectangle, this whole rectangle, is the same as this whole rectangle. But this one has been divided up into 2 equal parts, halves, and this one into 4 equal parts, quarters. So, how many quarters make 1/2? Well, let's figure that out. Let's just highlight a little section. So 1/2 is the same size as 2 quarters. The same size, so 1/2 is the same as 2 quarters. 1/4 and 1/4 make 1/2. 2 quarters equal 1/2. Now over here, I've got some other sentences. I could say 2 quarters and 2 quarters make 1 whole. Let's see what that looks like. So I've got 2 quarters here, and I've got 2 quarters here. And if we put them together, that makes 1 whole rectangle. 2 quarters and 2 quarters. There are other ways you could do that. I'll let you have a think about that without me. Okay, when you get into your independent learning today, it's going to look a little bit like this. So we need to find out what are the missing fractions. I'm just going to get rid of those a moment. Okay, so I've got a picture here of a circle with 2 parts out of 3 shaded dark blue and 1 part out of 3 equal parts shaded light blue. So let's have a look at our sentence. 2/3 and something make 1 whole. Well, here's my 2/3, this part, and something. Well, this is the only part that's left over here. So what do we call that? I think we need to say that is 1 part out of 3 equal parts, or 1/3. Moving on to our next picture. 1/4. Let's have a look. There's our 1/4. 1 part out of 4 equal parts. And something make 1 whole. So 1/4 and 1, 2, 3 quarters makes 1 whole. So I'm just going to write 3 out of 4. Here we go. Okay, let's move on. Now these questions for number 2, I'm not going to go through at the moment because I'd like you to be able to have a bit more time to get on with your independent activity. This question is set out a little differently. This shows you 2 equivalent to equally shaded circles, but they're divided up using different fractions. The question says what fraction is equal to 1/2. So on this side of the screen we have 1/2 over here. But what fraction is equal to it? Well, I can see that I have 1/4 there, but I also need to make sure I've got that one. So that is another quarter. 1/4, 1/4. That's 2 quarters. So I could say what fraction is equal to 1/2? 2 quarters are equal to 1/2. There we go. Now down at the bottom, I have some matching questions. It says match the fractions to make a whole. That's the important part, is that you want to make a whole circle. So I'm going to start with this top one. This one is split into 1, 2, 3 equal parts, thirds, but I only have one of them shaded in. What's missing? 1, 2 thirds. 2 thirds are missing. So I'm going to look through my circles. Oh, I found one. Here we are. This circle is also split into 3 equal parts, but 2 of them are shaded. So 1 part and 2 parts. 1/3 and 2 thirds make 1 whole. Okay. Your independent learning sheets look like this. Worksheet number 6. And you need to make equal fractions today. So fill in the blanks. 1/2 and something else make 1 whole. Well, I can see that up here I have 1/2 and the other part. What would you call that, I wonder? That's for you to figure out today. Now we've got more questions which are similar to that. This one is asking you about quarters. 1/4 and something else make 1 whole. And then down at the bottom we've got some about thirds. These last 2 questions, D and E, don't give you a picture. So if you want to draw yourself a little picture, then do that. You could use a rectangle model like this. The next page of your independent learning is to circle the 2 fractions that make 1 whole. So this is a bit like our matching activity, when you've got to look at these 3 circles and figure out which 2 of them make up 1 whole. Again, if it helps you to cut them out and put them on top of each other so that you can see where they would link up, then that's fine to do that. Or if you think you just want to circle them on the page, then that is also fine. Okay, we'll look forward to seeing the pictures that you upload of your maths today. Good luck, Year 2, and I'll speak to you soon.